Hey everyone, welcome back to RacquetGuys. Today we're going to take a look at the newest addition to the Wilson Pro Staff line, the Wilson Pro Staff X. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep up with all our latest content. Let's get started. New for 2023, the Wilson Pro Staff X is a more forgiving and user-friendly frame than the 97. Featuring the same strung weight of 332 grams, 7 points headlight balance, and 60x19 string pattern as the 97, the X does differ in the larger 100 square inch head size, slightly lower stiffness rating, and lower swing weight of 322. Like the 97, the X features Wilson's paradigm bending technology, which optimizes the flex between the hoop and the shaft and brings the classic pro staff feel to this modern player's frame. Also included is braid 45 for improved lateral flex, giving the frame more dwell time and greater ball pocketing. String wrapping is also integrated for more control in the sweet spot and more forgiveness outside of the sweet spot. Let's get this on the court, see how it plays. I really enjoyed hitting with the X, and I also think it was really smart of Wilson to bring out a 100 square inch frame with the same weight and similar flex to the 97. Something that stood out to me immediately was just how easy it was to generate pace and depth with, and how comfortable it felt the whole time. From the baseline, I really enjoyed that feel at contact and how easy the frame was to swing. Having that slightly lower swing weight of 322 as opposed to the 330 of the 97 really let the X feel extremely easy to swing for a racket having a strung weight of 330 grams. Another nice benefit of the X was that extra power and forgiveness that it has over the 97. For more advanced players, that extra power may prove to be a bit too much. I did find that I had to focus more on controlling the frame and really making sure that I was controlling the shape of the shot a lot more often than just swinging out and hitting a big ball. I found that when I really tried to accelerate the frame that I kind of struggled to hit with any real consistency. For most players, this power is only going to be a benefit. While I struggled with control a bit, that extra power, the comfort, and the forgiveness, in my opinion, is a perfectly worthwhile trade-off. And for those who want that extra control and don't mind losing some of that forgiveness, there's always the Pro Staff 97. At net, the lower swing weight of the X really helps make it feel nice and maneuverable. I really had no issues hitting any volleys with the X, and I really enjoyed the overall feel here. Deeper punch volleys were pretty automatic, and I had absolutely no issues controlling the ball, regardless of the pace that Richard was throwing at me. One downside here to all that extra power in the X is that it does lack a little bit of feel at the net. There's a bit more of a challenge to kind of take pace off of the ball and hit some of those shorter drop volleys. However, I do have brick hands, and I found it actually probably helped me stop missing balls in the net, which is good for me, but some players might not need that. Serves were kind of so-so for me. I did struggle a bit to find control on the serve. I really like how it swings through the contact, and I like how it felt at contact, but I really struggled to hit my spots consistently. Maybe some more time on the court with the X would help to fix that issue, but in the limited time that I had with the X, serving was really the only place that I really struggled with. Overall, I think Wilson has done a great job with the X. For players who like that classic pro staff feel, but find the 97 a bit too demanding, the X is the perfect fit. I'd have no problems recommending this to intermediate or advanced level players, but even a more physically fit beginner could probably pick up the X and have a great time.
After hitting with the Wilson Pro Staff X, I was actually pleasantly surprised with how the frame played. I really liked the fact that Wilson had made a more player-friendly, forgiving frame for players who still want to use a racket in the Pro Staff line, but were looking for some more forgiveness and power. This was most noticeable to me right off the first few ground strokes I hit. When it came to hitting ground strokes, I could really feel how much extra power this frame had to offer from its larger head size of 100 square inches. The larger head made the frame very forgiving on off-center shots and really provides you with some extra power. However, for my game personally, I really did have to tone down my swing speed in order to get the best out of the racket. It's really a racket that prioritizes shaping the ball rather than taking bigger cuts. I had my best success with this frame when just sitting back and focusing on clean contact and just letting the racket do the work. I was able to generate pretty good depth on my ball with very little effort. On serves, I really noticed that even with the larger head size, that the frame was still very easy to generate racket head speed with, which really allowed me to get some decent movement on the ball on my second serves. I didn't go for many flat first serves, as I noticed that the racket did feel a little bit too flexible to really get that solid feeling behind my serves, which I do enjoy. Volleys, I did quite enjoy a lot. I was really able to generate good depth on my punch volleys with very little effort. At times, a little too much, as I couldn't always control exactly where I wanted the ball to go. I do wish the string bed felt a little bit more responsive, but I was still able to get some decent touch on the ball when going for more drop volleys. Overall, I think it was a good idea for Wilson to come out with an 100 square inch Pro Staff. It's really a frame which allows beginner to intermediate players to easily generate power, but still maintain a good amount of precision and forgiveness.
Thanks everyone for watching. If you have any questions about the Wilson Pro Staff X, or have any suggestions of rackets that you'd like to see us review in the future, let us know down in the comments below. As always, the Wilson Pro Staff X is available on our RacquetGuys website. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.